only way you can persuade people is having facts. People in Southeast Asia, what they're doing is to find out if there's bamboo in the paper. I'm just saying that is part of the mystery that we want to ungaslight people about, and this is a way to do it.
You might be saying to yourself, if you just watched everything I just played, you might be saying to yourself, all right, we got a Arizona election audit for the November 2020 U.S. presidential elections because the Republican state house Congress believes in Arizona believes that there was election fraud. So they're holding this audit many, many months after the election's over and done with. And we got all these conspiracies I just mentioned to you that they are believing and searching for. At this audit, they have literal people with UV rays looking for non-existent watermarks due to a online conspiracy theory. UV lights, I should say. They got people checking for folds in the ballots because of, again, an unsubstantiated, absolute bullshit, crazy online conspiracy. The whole thing is being overseen by a group, a organization called Code Ninjas. Still can't believe that one, right? Cyber Ninjas. And OAN, in their coverage of everything going on there, has on Doug Tenapel, the creator of Earthworm Jim, for his, right? That's right, the video game character Earthworm Jim, for his expertise on election integrity. You might be saying, okay, well, how does it get any crazier, Matt? Well, my friends, let me tell you, it certainly does. Because when you got UV lights and you got Earthworm Jim and you got folds and you got a group called Cyber Ninjas run by a Trump supporter who believes the election was stolen from him running this entire audit in the first place, you'll eventually get a conspiracy about bamboo. That's right, bamboo in the fake ballots. Let's listen to John Brakely, one of the auditors for this election audit in Arizona.
The other day at the press conference, you were talking about bamboo. What was that about?
Well, is that there's accusations that 40,000 ballots were flown in.
To Arizona?
Into Arizona, and it was stuffed into the box, okay? And it came from the southeast part of the world, Asia, okay? And what they're doing is to find out if there's bamboo in the paper. That camera right there, that they take a picture of the ballot, they can really look at depth and find out, is it a hand-marked paper ballot? Because it's a 5K camera. You can see the folds in the ballot because 92% of all the ballots here should have been folded because they came in through an envelope. Okay, and so they're doing all sorts of testing to prove if it was or wasn't, and that's very important because the only way you can persuade people on changing is having facts, and we're on a mission for facts. And I'm Audit Elections USA, and what we do is not about the right or left. Audit is an acronym. It stands for Americans United for Democracy, Integrity, and Transparency in Elections. We've been around
Wait, that acronym, audit, that's not correct.
Not about the right or left. Audit is an acronym. It stands for Americans United for Democracy, Integrity, and Transparency in Elections. We've been around 17 years.
In elections,
we
would make
worked
it
all over the country for the last 5 years on litigation in Florida. I've sued in Alabama. I negotiated in Virginia. I sued in Ohio, and I've been in 18 states, just working elections. And I all started because of the Bernie Sanders election in 2016 with Hillary Clinton. I'm the guy who sued the whole state.
Right. I should mention that, the state GOP party basically runs the election board, and they are allowing this. I think I've been saying that the state House, I think it's actually because the GOP state party runs the election board. That's why they're able to run this and make this happen. But with that aside, bamboo in the papers here, and he was asked further, by the way, to further talk about this bamboo thing. Let's play that clip too. And the acronym is completely wrong, because that would be even giving him the pass on not including for in there, which people don't usually do. So fine. There's still 2 extra words that he added there that would make the acronym audity. But I guess when you're talking about bamboo being in the paper, I guess we'll give you the pass there too.
So what does the bamboo, why do you check for
Because
bamboo?
they use bamboo in their paper processing.
Who's they?
People in Southeast Asia.
So that you feel like
That's what they say.
40,000 ballots have been...
Yeah, I don't believe any of that.
Okay.
I'm just saying that is part of the mystery that we want to ungaslight people about, and this is a way to do
This is
it.
part of what you're looking at.
I'm not. They are.
Wow.
I'm here as an observer and a professional in elections for the last 17 years.
That's sure is something. So where's this bamboo thing coming from, you might be asking? I mean, I was asking myself the same thing. This bamboo thing is really out there, right? And you'd be right to think that, and that's because the whole bamboo conspiracy comes from a guy by the name of Jovan Houghton Pulitzer. And this guy is basically a huckster. He goes around portraying himself as some sort of election integrity savant. He also has some other questionable things to his name, such as, first of all, he's a former professional treasure hunter. And he invented a device known as a Q-Cat, which, according to The Verge, is widely regarded as one of the worst gadgets ever made. It's a cat-shaped barcode scanner. I don't even know why you'd need that. But anyway, he is convinced that organization, Cyber Ninjas, the one run by the Trump sycophant, Doug Logan, to work with him. So they've been working together on this election audit. And if you're wondering what Jovan Houghton Pulitzer says about this sort of stuff, let me play a clip of him.
Well, did you know from a forensic level that you can tell?
First of all, if that ain't the face of a person who you'd absolutely trust with the integrity of your elections, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, the guy just oozes trustworthiness, and certainly not like used car salesman, right?
Well, did you know from a forensic level that you can tell absolutely the difference between paper here in the United States or paper that was made in China? There's different formulations, different inks, even different fibers. And on our systems, we're able to tell every one of these. But the bottom line is really simple. Regardless of the side you're on, this is no longer about the president. This is no longer about parties. This is only about you as a citizen. Will your vote count going forward?
Pulitzer.
All right, we don't need to hear anything else there. I mean, this is how deep we're getting here in this election audit in Arizona. I mean, it is just a conspiratorial, tentacled monster. I mean, look at the people here who are involved in this. First of all, the idea that I don't know how they make paper in China. Something tells me that yes, it's probably true that historically in China they've used paper made out of bamboo. But I'm also going to assume that in current day, they could get their hands on paper that isn't made with bamboo. And that there probably is specialty paper where you can buy specifically made out of bamboo, and also paper that you can buy that's not made out of bamboo. I mean, China's pretty advanced here. They can certainly do a lot, can't they? Also, if they were going to pull some big old election fraud conspiracy, I think they would be able to get their hands on the proper paper so it would look like the paper that we use here, even going by their crazy backwards logic. But here's something that should really concern you. Now, it's all fun and games to make fun of these guys, and I assure you it really is. But here is where there's a real problem. These guys, that Doug Logan who runs Cyber Ninjas, this Jovan fellow who's spreading these bamboo China election fraud conspiracy theories, that guy Bakley who's overseeing the audit and talking about bamboo, all the conspiracy theorists with the UV lights down there, checking for creases and folds, they've all got their hands on the actual ballots. Like if you're in Arizona and you voted in like Maricopa County and you cast your ballot, I mean, they can throw it away. They actually have your real ballot. And in this audit they're conducting that's being overseen, it's just Republicans being overseen by other Republicans, overseen by other Republicans with a bunch of, if the Republicans themselves aren't, then you also got the QAnon believers, the conspiratorial people, the MAGA faithful. Like this is who you have involved in this audit. There's no bipartisan body here. And they actually have these ballots. And there is no legitimate organization or governmental body or overseer who is not part of a political party who is looking at all this. Like if you voted for Biden, you voted for whoever in the in Maricopa County, I mean, you should worry about your vote right now, and because they can throw it away. They can say it's bullshit. They can forge it. They could change it. They could literally fucking do whatever they want. And that's these conspiracy theories are wild and crazy. But what I just said was that's the real scary part.